Hey guys, if you're new here, I'm Michelle. If not, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about tired, dull, stressed looking eyes and makeup that we can wear to combat that. As you guys may know, I recently went through quite a big breakup and moved house, and needless to say, I've been pretty stressed and tired. When I'm stressed and tired, the first place it shows is in my eyes. They get puffy and dehydrated looking, and they actually end up making me look worse than I actually feel. Even though I've been going through some really big life changes and I've been super stressed, I decided this time to channel my stress in a more positive way. And one of the ways that I do that is by putting my makeup on. It's like putting my big girl pants on and just taking the problem and the stress head on and just dealing with it. Sometimes stress can actually make me more determined to achieve my goals and be the best version of myself for me. So today I'm going to show you this makeup look, which is my eye brightening and face brightening makeup routine for when I'm stressed and tired, but I really need to just get out there and take the world on. So if you're dealing with any stressful or tiring situations right now, or maybe you just want to know how to look brighter and more awake in general, this makeup look is for you. So first I'm going to start with a little eye treatment. This is a really good trick of mine. I'm going to use the Dermalogica Stress Positive Eye Lift. This can be used as a treatment or daily if you're really suffering from chronic fatigue under the eyes. I've been trying this for a few weeks now and I really love it. I'll use it as the last step in my skincare routine, and I've been using it daily because I've been super tired. When I pop it on my eyes, I'll leave it on for like 3 to 5 minutes while I'm making my coffee, or sometimes I'll leave it on while I'm doing my morning yoga. So I'll do my skincare routine, apply the eye treatment, do my morning yoga, and then it's all settled in for when I want to do my makeup. I know this is totally old news, but honestly, adding yoga to my morning routine has really helped me with stress and helped me to channel stress in such a positive way. I find that when I start my day off with yoga, I just do like YouTube tutorials. Check out Yoga with Adriene and Psych Truth. I'll link a few that I like in the description box below. But yeah, it just helps me to channel my stress so positively and allows me to start the day off on a really positive note. So if you're feeling a little bit stressed and tired, try yoga. Do it on your own, in your living room. You don't have to go to an expensive class. It just sets me into such a good mindset for the day, and it gets the blood flowing, and I just feel like I can tackle my to-do lists with a clear head once I've done my little yoga session. So enough rambling about yoga and on to applying the eye treatment. I apply this in 3 dots over my eyebrow and under my eyes. So I will just apply it like this. You can see I'm just squeezing out a little bit of product. Ooh, the applicator tip is really soothing and cooling, so if your eyes are puffy and tired, it feels amazing. So what you want to do now is just a little bit of self-massage. So you apply pressure to this point here, 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 and then swoop underneath the eye and just massage it in little circles. The Stress Positive Eye Lift includes seawater extract and hyaluronic acid, along with lots of other amazing ingredients, and together they help to brighten, energize, lift and depuff the eye area, which helps you to look more bright and awake. This might seem like a lot of work, but you don't have to do it every day. I just really like to use this every day at the moment because my eyes are so tired. But just give yourself even 5 minutes once a week to do this little bit of self-massage, and trust me, it'll make such a difference to your skin and your eye area. So you want to repeat that on both eyes about 3 times. And you'll really feel that product just like sinking in, and you'll feel the eye area lifting and cooling. Then I just like to massage in the excess product with my fingers, and already I can see that it's firming my under eyes and lifting them, and it feels so cooling and soothing. And like I said, then I'll just go and make my coffee or do my yoga, and afterwards it'll be perfect for me to apply makeup over. I have my coffee right here. Coffee is just the nectar of the gods, honestly. Like, I just love coffee so much. So now that the eye area is treated, before I do my foundation, I'm just going to do a bit of color correcting to lift that darkness underneath my eyes. Today I'm going to be using the MAC Pro Conceal and Correct palette in the shade Light. I just recently got this and there's some great concealer shades in here. I'm going to use this kind of peachy salmon color here in the corner, and I'm using that on a Zoeva concealer buffer brush. So I'm just going to apply that to the darkest areas under my eye and to my inner corners of my eye where I also get very dark. And you'll see already how much that brightens and lifts the eye and counteracts the purple tones of my under eye bags. You'll find that when you color correct, you use a lot less concealer as well, which is really helpful, even when you're a concealer fiend like me. I also get a bit of darkness on my outer corner, so I'm just going to pop a little bit there as well. So as you can see, that has dramatically lifted and brightened the eyes. So if you're super tired, do not skip the color correcting. It really will make such a difference to your eyes. It'll just brighten them up completely. So before I apply my foundation today, I'm actually going to prime as well. I'm going to use the Dermalogica HYDRABLUR primer. I just use a pea-size amount of this and share it out amongst my face. This primer helps to keep the skin really hydrated throughout the day, which is essential when you're feeling tired and worn out. And it also provides a really smooth canvas for your makeup by disguising pores and lines and all that jazz. The most important thing is the hydration though. When you're tired, it's all about hydration. Moving on to foundation, I'm going to use the Bourjois Healthy Mix Anti-Fatigue Foundation. How fitting for this video. I really love this foundation. It's a great affordable price, but it's also a very high-end feeling formula. It's very hydrating and glowy, but it still gives you great coverage. So it's one of my faves for days when my skin is looking a little bit bleh. This foundation is a tad darker than my natural skin because I am fake tanned right now, so fear not. I'm just trying to match up to my neck. As you can see here, it's a little bit darker. So as you can see, this is giving me really nice coverage, but it's also giving me glow and hydration in the skin. And like I said, it's all about hydration when you're feeling tired and a little bit stressed. Every time I try this foundation, I'm always blown away by how amazing it is for the drugstore. Honestly, you really need to try it. This is a slightly updated formula than the original one, but I actually prefer this one anyway. So give it a try if you haven't already. It's gorgeous. Now we're on to concealer. Today I'm going to use my favorite concealer combo right now, which is a little blob of the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer and also a blob of the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I'm going to use this to conceal my under eyes. It's slightly lighter as well in shade, so it's going to brighten under my eyes, and I'm also going to use it to prime and conceal my eyelids. Because as you can see here, I have quite a bit of pigmentation on my eyelids, and if I conceal them and then set them, it really helps with my eyeshadow looking really even. So the concealer, along with the color correcting, is just going to have you looking so bright and awake, nobody will even know you're stressed and tired. I'm just going to quickly set my eyelids and my under eyes using the Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder to make sure that concealer stays in place and keeps that darkness covered up all day. I'm just using the Real Techniques setting brush for this. You just want to pat that in rather than sweeping it in. You can totally skip this step if you'd rather keep a lot more glow in your skin, but for me, even with the powder, the glow comes back into my skin within a couple of hours with my natural oils, but you just do what you need to do for your skin type. I'm going to use the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in the shade Surreal Light. I'm just using a very small amount of this to set the outer portion of my face. Don't go too mad, you don't want to look like a disco ball. Or maybe you do. So this is just going to set the outside of my face without actually making it look too matte or flat. Sticking with the glowy, luminous look, I'm going to bronze my skin using the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer in the shade Luminous Bronze Light. I love these bronzers, they're gorgeous. I'm using the IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Wand Ball Powder to apply that. I use this brush in every video. What's new? Just sweeping that across my temples and forehead and on the backs of my cheeks to bring some healthy glow and some shape to my face. These bronzers are amazing. Now I'm going to highlight my skin with the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick Compact, and I'm just veering more towards the light side of things. And I'm going to apply that generously to the tops of my cheekbones, my brow bone, and all of the high points of my face to make myself look really luminous and glowing. How many times can Michelle say glowing in one video? Count. I'm just using the Sigma Tapered Highlighter F35 brush to blend that in. When you're feeling tired and a bit stressed, go to town on the highlight. You're gonna feel so much more awake looking if you're really glowy. And everyone feels great with lots of highlight in their face, right? Like, who doesn't? I'm also going to apply the lightest shades in the Shimmer Brick to the inner corner of my eye. I'm going to be really generous here to really open up and brighten the eye. I just pop my brows on really quickly because it's the same as usual. It's not going to make any difference to how awake I look unless I like draw them up in a big McDonald's M or something. So now I'm just going to move on to the eyeshadow. It's not going to be revolutionary. It's just going to be a really simple, neutral, eye brightening makeup look. So you can do this with any neutral palette you have really, as long as it has similar kind of shades. They don't need to be exact. Today I'm going to use my Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I know a lot of people have this. The chocolate bar palette would also be great for this. Just use, like I said, a neutral palette that you have. I'm going to start off with the Zoeva Luxe Crease Brush. So using the shade Puree, I'm just going to take that into and above my crease, kind of like into my socket line, just to create a bit of warmth and definition Kind of the same drill as what I always do. This is just a medium warm brown shade, so whatever you have, that will look similar. Just keep on blending until you feel like it looks nice and seamless. Now I'm just topping back up my inner corner highlight using the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick again, just because I lost some intensity there. Now using a Luxe Smoky Shader Brush by Zoeva, I'm going to apply this kind of champagne shimmery shade. Just use whatever you have. I'm going to apply that to my inner 2/3 of my lid. Shimmery shades will really help to draw light to the eye and make you look nice and awake. Just dusting off my brush, and then I'm using the shade Bellini, which is a slightly darker champagne shade with a little bit more of a rose gold tint to it. I'm just going to apply that to the outer third of my eye. It's just going to give a very slight gradient effect to the shimmery shade, nothing too drastic though. And you can just go back in with your blending brush and your crease shade if you feel like it needs any more work. One of the first places that you'll see tiredness in the eye is in the waterline. That gets red and irritated looking when you're lacking sleep. What we want to do to combat that is apply a nude liner into the waterline to just combat those kind of pink tones and make our eyes look a little bit fresher. I'm going to use the Chromographic pencil by MAC in the shade NC15 NC20. I'm just going to apply that across my entire waterline to brighten the eye. You'll see it makes such a difference. And I find that nudes are much better than whites. Whites can be like super harsh on the eye and look really false, but nude can look very natural and brightening. Because I don't want to drag down my eye or make myself look anyway heavy in the eye area, I'm going to completely skip liner today and just do my lashes. I'm going to curl my lashes using the Cerac curlers, and this will help to open up the eye and make me look nice and awake. And then you just want to apply a very generous coat of a lengthening and separating mascara. Today I'm going to use Benefit Rotor Lash. Mascara is your best friend if you're feeling a little bit dull in the eye area, because it transforms the eye. A good trick to make your eyes look more awake is to pull the mascara wand in towards your nose to really fan out the lashes rather than pulling it this way and making them more cat-eyed. So the eyes are done, and I'm just going to go back to the face and add some blusher. I feel like blusher can really brighten and liven up the face when you're feeling tired, especially the very peachy coral kind of tones. Today I'm using the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Tipsy. This looks crazy in the pan, but honestly, when you put it on the cheeks, if you just use a little bit, it is so brightening. Just watch this. Just applying it to the apples of my cheeks and slightly back the cheek as well. And you'll see that that is just really youthful and brightening. I always like to blend over the top with a bronzer or powder brush just to make sure that it's really seamless, but you can see that healthy glow in my cheek just here. And we're almost done. Now onto lipstick. One of the best ways to look bright, awake and vibrant is to wear a bright lipstick. Today I'm using a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in the shade Lost Cherry, which is a beautiful like pink coral kind of shade. This is just going to make you look so vibrant. I'm just going to use a little bit of pink lip liner to give me like an even shape on my lips. I'm using Anarchy by Urban Decay. The lip liner is super vibrant, but the lipstick itself is slightly more subdued. Together they just make a really beautiful coral. And that is the finished makeup look. Please let me know in the comment section below what your top tips for managing stress and tired, dull skin are. I'm sure that everyone in the comment section would appreciate it. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd love to have you back on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll get notified whenever I upload a video. I'll also leave my social media links below so you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter and all the things. But anyway, I will talk to you guys again real soon.